Albert Bandura by Joanne, Christine, and Jabo. So who is Albert Bandura? He's considered to be one of the top psychologists of all time. He's a well-known social cognitive psychologist, best recognized for his Bandura experiments and social learning theory. He was born on December 4, 1925 in Alberta, Canada, in a small town called Bandura. Spouse, Virginia Barnes. Professional life of Albert Bandura. Bandura received his bachelor's degree in psychology at the University of British Columbia. He also received the Bologan Award in Psychology, Yay, and attended the University of Iowa to attain his Master's of Arts and Doctors of Philosophy. Sadly, Bandura died on July 26, 2021, due to congestive heart failure. But we have a lot more to talk about, so keep watching.
Explanation of the theoretical approach or school of psychology. Albert Bandura presented and created the social learning theory in 1977. This theory highlights the principles of mimicking the actions, feelings, and psychological feedback from other individuals through examination and modeling. Classical conditioning and operant conditioning are behaviorist learning theories, which are agreeable to Bandura's 1977 theory. His theory studies the control of human actions and understanding, and how cognitive and environmental factors correspond to it.
The Bobo doll experiment. Bandura's most notable experiment to date was his Bobo doll experiment. Conducted in the 1960s, the study aimed to investigate if social behaviors, such as aggression, could be acquired simply by observation and imitation. 72 children, 36 boys and 36 girls, were chosen for the study and were split into 3 groups of 24 children. There were 3 stages to the experiment: modeling, aggression arousal, and testing for delayed imitation. In this stage, the children were individually placed into a room for 10 minutes, containing toys, and depending on the group, were or were not exposed to a model. Group 1 watched a model behaving aggressively towards a toy called a Bobo doll in a distinctive manner, using a hammer to hit the doll in some cases, throw the doll in the air in others, and straddle punch the doll in several. Group 2 was exposed to a non-aggressive model who played in a subdued manner for 10 minutes, by playing with a Tinker toy set and ignoring the Bobo doll. Group 3 was not exposed to any model at all. After the 10 minutes had passed, all the children, including the control group, were taken into separate rooms with relatively attractive toys. After being given time to play with the toys, the experimenter then took away the toys from the child, telling the child that they were their quote-unquote very best toys and they had decided to reserve them for other children. During this last stage, the children were once again moved into another room with several aggressive and non-aggressive toys. Non-aggressive toys included a tea set, crayons, and teddy bears. Aggressive toys included mallet and pegboard, dart guns, and the infamous Bobo doll. The child was observed and rated through a one-way mirror for 20 minutes. Other behaviors that didn't imitate the model were also recorded. An example, punching the Bobo doll on the nose. Children from the first group made far more imitative aggressive responses than those in the control or non-aggressive groups. Girls in the aggressive model pool showed more physical aggressive responses if the model was male, but more aggressive verbal responses if the model was female. The exception to this general pattern was the observation of how often they punch Bobo. In this case, the effects of gender were reversed. Boys imitated more physically aggressive acts than girls. There was also little difference in verbal aggression between the two genders. Boys were also more likely to imitate same-sex models than girls. The findings of this experiment support Bandura's 1977 social learning theory by demonstrating the children are able to learn social behavior through observation learning, in this case, aggression.